lot more interesting. So I'm 40 years old. I'm homeless. I've paid off a lot of my credit card debt so far. At least for most people, you consider it a lot. But I've been sick with a cold since Halloween. And yesterday, I was working all day and all of a sudden got this big old pressure right here. Throbbing pressure right here. I realized I've had this cold since Halloween. And I got better and I got better every day, where I was able to work a 10-hour day, 12-hour day, doing my podcast, doing my other YouTube channel. And then yesterday, this throbbing pain right here was just craziness, just nutty, where I can only work like a 6-hour day. I got to get better. I got to either force myself, but see, I can't force myself, because when I do it, then people think I'm rude. And I'm not being rude, I just have a migraine or a headache that comes right in here. It's crazy. So today it's better. Right now I'm driving up north. I'm going to turn on the Uber app in about 3 hours, but I got to stop at a tire shop to get the tires inspected for Uber. So Donald Trump won the presidency of the United States of America. What does that mean for a guy like me that's homeless, broke, can't hardly find a job? Nothing's going to change. That's what it means. Now, something might change a year from now, but nothing's going to change in the immediate future. I'm starting to get a little depressed, because Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's are right around the corner, and I have no one to celebrate them with. I have nothing to celebrate. My goal of paying off 2 more credit cards here in November have been wiped out, because I got sick and I can't work as much. I'm going to have to start calling some of these credit card companies and these banks and stuff and ask for an extension out, or ask them to put, or just be late on the credit card payments. I don't know. I'm just friggin' dog sick, not feeling good. And it's throbbing. I mean, it's not doing it now, but yesterday, I was fine up until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then all of a sudden, like this area, this bridge area of my nose was throbbing in pain. And now that I touch it, it's still tender. And when I looked it up, it's your sinus cavities. Your sinus cavities are blocked. And they say, oh, just take over-the-counter medication for it. Well, crap. I mean, I took over-the-counter medication for 5 days, felt better. At least felt better enough to work like an 8, 10, 12-hour day. And now all of a sudden, yesterday, which is one of the biggest days of the weekend to make money, and I couldn't, I like crawled away and slept for like 12 hours. And while I probably needed the sleep, it most definitely did not help me. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'm kind of depressed a little bit right now, because Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's are coming around. And I mean, it just sucks to be homeless and have no help. It sucks to have no help at all. That you got to do it all on your own. That's why, like, it's very interesting when people disrespect all. They don't realize what we go through just to make sure that our kids are taken care of. We go to great lengths. Real men go to great lengths to take care of their children. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. So it just doesn't help that this cold. If I went and made the dollars last night instead of 105, I probably would feel better today. But because of that just pressure right here, I couldn't do it. So I've thrown out all my goals for November. My goals for November are just to get better and try to stay afloat. I gave up on paying off any credit cards or any debt in November. I've lost too much time, and my brain is just fried. Well, thank you. I'm homeless as can be. I try to do my best. So I go to the gym and work out. So I've been in the gym every other day for at least an hour, and then I shower at the gym every single day. And like right now, I'm at self-drive. Cut everybody off! Yay! Okay. Um, I've got a good system down. I've got a storage unit now, so now I can do the sponsorship stuff. So I got myself a little 5x5 storage bin. So that way, or storage unit, and a PO box. So that way I can start receiving some of the sponsorship stuff from the guys that want me to sponsor, that want to basically have me do affiliate marketing. So they're sending me free samples, so I have a place to send them and a place to store them. So that's a good thing. What else? The kids have enough food to eat and enough clothes for the winter up in Oregon. This coming week, this coming week, maybe I should set a goal. This coming week, which starts tomorrow, today I gotta make like $200 if I can. But this coming week, I have a goal. My goal in my head is gonna be, I need to average making $300 a day for next week. $300 per day. However I can do that. So that's the goal. We live in a crazy world. We got the United States got the president it wanted, and yet it doesn't feel very exciting. Because I just understand, like, he's not going to make things better right away. He'll make things better long term, but short term, there's nothing he can do. The country is ruined. The country is in shambles. The United States is in a freaking mess. Believe me, I see it every day. I pick up people in Uber, and half of them don't speak English. They speak Spanish, and Spanish only. Now, I speak Spanish, but most of them, working class folks, working at a minimum wage job, and sometimes 2 minimum wage jobs. And what ends up happening is they end up living in a house full of 10, 12 people, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom home, and it has like 10, 12 people in it. They're all working jobs, so that way they can actually pay the rent, pay the mortgage, or pay the utilities. It's crazy. So this is how much I'm going to tell you a story, because I got to say it out loud. So I've been contacting real estate people just to let them know that I'm going to move back to a certain city in California. These are people I know. They don't know my situation, but I just told them, hey, keep your eye out for a 2-bedroom place at this price point, or a 3-bedroom place at this price point. And if something comes up, let me know, and I'll figure it out. So I call my wife and tell her that. Because a lot of the real estate people are like, well, it's going to be a while. They think it'll be probably not until fall or winter of next year before we see stuff like that. And I go, okay. So I call my wife and tell her that. And you know what her response was? Her response was, well, if it's going to be a 4 or 5 more months, I'd rather just live in the fifth wheel up here in Oregon for the extra 4 or 5 months. So let me make sure I'm hearing this right. Instead of coming down here where I'm at and setting up shop at a RV park, instead of doing that, so I can have a bed to sleep in, a heater, not live in a car, you would rather live in Oregon for those 5 months and have me continuing to live in a car. I mean, it's just amazing the disrespect people have for men. I didn't say anything bad. All I said was, no, you're coming down here with that thing because I need a place to stay. I'm not living in a car for another 4 or 5 months. And I think it dawned on her for a minute how disrespectful her comment was. That's crazy. It's just so disrespectful. I mean, I'm half starving, working every day to make sure that my daughters have everything they need, and she has everything she needs. And I'm sacrificing all this so they can live as comfortable as we can afford right now. So screwed up. It just goes to show you that. It goes to show you several things. It goes to show you that men and women love differently. Real men sacrifice every day to make their families better. It'd be nice to have a little respect. I think I've earned a little bit of respect. 4 months I have been staying in a car, doing whatever it takes to pay off debt, to get back to some kind of normalcy where we can actually afford a place to live and get through this tough time. And basically, by basically telling me that, it shows me how much she doesn't care that I'm living in a car, that I'm living on the streets, that in some cases I'm sleeping on a park bench or in some cases, I'm sleeping in an abandoned building. Also, that way they can afford and we can pay off debt. It's amazing. Simply amazing. It's very painful to feel that. That hurts, right? Pit of the stomach. They don't care. And again, I can't blame anybody. I only have myself to blame for it. I didn't have to go chase my dream job. I didn't have to go and pick up and move the family and chase a dream that ultimately I failed at. And I failed at because of the economy, but it still was a failure. Ultimately, it's my fault. But I will tell you one thing. When I make it back, when I build it back, when I make it happen, when it all comes to fruition, I'll build a new life for my children, for me, and everybody else that stuck around, everybody else that didn't threaten to punch me in the face because I called them out on their bullcrap. The people that came along, the little people that stuck with me, even when I've been kicked down. Those are the people I'm going to take with me. Those are the people I'll share my success with, my joy with when it happens. Man, is life hard. I'm going to have to change some things up. I got to make $300 a day starting next week. Starting tomorrow morning, I have to somehow, some way, get to $300 a day. That's the goal. So if I can do $300 a day next week, it's $2,100 minus my expenses, which my expenses will be probably around $700, including a rental car. And I can start. Maybe I can pay some debt down. Okay.